Banjo, move.
Oh, no banjo? Okay.
Oh, okay, sorry. If you want him in there.
Hi, Banjo. Are you going to help? Come on over. Hey. So this is my first good guitar. This is a Cort S400. This is Tom. He's going to help me play this thing and show you guys how this thing worked. But hopefully. I'm going to start the headstock and show you what's going on here. There's two little holes here. That's where the string trees were. This little headstock doesn't need string trees if you've got it strung right. I don't. It's short enough that you just don't need string trees to keep it in tune. It's got a very dirty rosewood fingerboard, 22 frets, 3 power sound single coil pickups, and I bet I can get better lighting if I'm not standing in the way of the light. This is a Wilkinson bridge. Have you used Wilkinson bridges before?
No, just the saddles.
Just the saddles.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't make this bridge anymore, and I think I know why. These saddles, this is one piece of metal. And the way you adjust it is you loosen these 2 screws, and then there's 2 screws back here that adjust the length back and forth, which means you can't ever actually get it quite intonated correctly. This one has a single volume, single tone, which I actually like because it works on all of the pickups. Now on the back of this, we see something fun. That is a strap lock. I had to do something to block this bridge. The body is made out of agathis. They don't use agathis anymore because it's too soft to use for guitars. Also, it's endangered. And when I say too soft, I don't think you can see it in there, but this piece of wood right here in front of the bridge is split. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. And it is falling in, so I had to block the bridge so it's not putting a bunch of tension on these 2 posts. Tom is going to help me demo this today, and he's also going to compare it to his American Fender Stratocaster, which is a 97.
Yep.
So this is a 97 Strat. This is a 2000 Cort. I'll show you how to check this. Serial number on a Cort. Whoops. Let's turn this back on. First 2 digits is the year. Second 2 digits is the month. This is a new November of 2000. That's how you can tell when your Cort was made. And then the 5 after that, that's however many guitars they made that month. This is an Indonesian Cort. They only make guitars in Indonesia now. At this time, when this was made, they had a Korean factory too, and those are kind of like, this would be the Mexican Fender versus the American Fender. So if you ever see a Korean Cort and you can afford it, buy it. They're very good guitars. Tom here, he's trying to figure out this guitar's quirks. It doesn't really stay in tune. And I don't think I said it yet. Welcome to lovely Cottonwood Studios.
Rapid City, South Dakota.
Rapid City, South Dakota. The #1 studio owned by Tom Freer.
It is the #1 studio owned by me.
Yeah. So let's start with, some... Guitar is not in great shape. Doesn't really hold its tune very well.
Sounds pretty good though.
Sounds pretty nice.
I should hit record on this. On Pro Tools.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And while he's doing that, Tom is running this through his Vox AC15 hand-wired, which I'm pretty sure everything sounds good through that amp.
Sure does.
And
it sure does, Conrad. Let me tell you.
I am using his TC Electronics bass amp. What is this?
Yep, 115, I think.
The 115. Yeah, I have a TC myself. Alright, we're going to do a few little tunes here, and I'm going to have Tom play a couple of different guitars. So, let's try this out. By the way, how old are the strings on your Strat?
At least 3 years, probably.
Okay.
They're pretty gross.
The strings on that Cort are probably close to 15 years old now. So any difference you hear probably doesn't really matter much, sorry.
A lot of differences in the guitars, though.
They feel very different.
Yeah, well, and they sound very different, too.
Mm-hmm.
Strings aside, they're going to sound different.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. So let's do the same thing. I don't think I'll take a solo this time. I don't need a solo. We're not checking this guy out yet. How about you just play rhythm and a solo and rhythm, and we'll vamp on that F on the end.
Cool. Slow blues and E.
Slow blues and E. Alright, I have asked Tom to do a couple of things here for me. He's going to play on his Stratocaster. We're going to do some blues and E, and then he's going to do it on my Cort. And I'm going to show you why, because he's going to play in the upper register of the guitar.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Before we play, if you would, Tom, would you flip that guitar so they can see the back of it? So this guitar uses an Ibanez neck joint. This is the same neck joint that you see on like an Ibanez RG, which I think you owned for a while.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Then you gave it away.
Sure did.
So Tom's gonna try to do the same thing and see if he's got a little bit more room in that top register.
I gotta tell you, yeah.
Yeah. Despite this guitar being a low-end guitar, one thing it does really well
It's comfortable.
is upper register access. Cort
Yeah.
got that right, and they still do that kind of neck joint. All right,
Feels good.
you ready?
Yeah.
3 and 4.
Let's try again.
3 and 4.
Yeah. Almost more fun to play.
Almost more fun to play? Almost.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a little bit easier to play. Strat's in pretty bad shape right now.
Your Strat has taken a beating, so is this guitar.
This is a nice guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd own one. And it looks cool.
It does look cool.
It looks cool.
All right, so one reason I asked Tom to help me with this is Tom is a much more competent guitar player than I am. I play like the same 5 licks all the time.
Same.
I'm a bass player. And Tom is also an accomplished country guitar player, which anyone who says country guitar is easy doesn't know what they're talking about. Country guitar is the reason you listen to country music.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you show what country sounds like on that guitar and on your Stratocaster?
Alright, so here's some, let's see.
All right, Tom.
And the Strat. Rolling.
All right. I'm going to play the guitar for this one, so I only know like 5 licks, and they're all Van Halen licks. So this is Tom's Strat. We're using a little bit of gain here. Okay, so you want to know how Tom is a better guitar player than me? His guitar sits up here like a guitar nerd. Mine sits down here like a punk rocker. You know?